Hey folks, welcome back to Around the Yard. My name is Brent, and today we got a little more snow. We got about 3 inches in the last 36 hours, and so that means we got to plow again. Instead of getting out the Case 445 and the snow bucket, we're going to try something a little different. I've got to put some license plates on my wife's car here, so we're going to use a tool that you guys haven't seen yet. I'm going to get it onto the back of the car here. What it is a 7-foot Snowsport plow. So traditionally you'd try and put these on the front of the vehicle. I don't have a front hitch yet for the Pathfinder. I do, however, have a front hitch on the black Chevy truck that pulls the dump trailer and the flatbed for the other machines. I haven't gotten that installed yet, just haven't had the time, and the truck didn't spend a whole lot of time here this winter. So, and we use the Case for most of the snow removal. So anyhow, I'm gonna get to installing this. Basically just installs into the receiver hitch here. On this particular vehicle, I believe it's a class 4 hitch. So it's rated at about 6,000 pounds. I believe class 3 is 3,500, give or take. Don't quote me on that, but as you can see here, I'll be able to move both parts and pieces of this thing around. It's just out of frame here, but the hitch will rotate 30 degrees either direction, or 15 degrees, something like that, so you can windrow a little bit. The base of the plow is aluminum, and then the cutting edge is like a 1 1/4 inch thick rubber, and then it also has some 1 inch or 1 1/4 rubber wings on it. So it does kind of collect the snow a little bit, but not too bad. So we're gonna get going here. I'll show you how this all goes together. Stick around. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel. Like and comment down below. Let me know if you guys have seen this before. It's just one more tool in the toolbox. So here we go. So you got a hitch pin here. And then we just roll this down. So all I did here, it's got a 2-inch solid steel receiver. Put that into the hitch. Got a hitch pin with another clevis. Ran that through so it's not going to fall out. Then there's this pin here, and this allows this frame to pivot about 15-20 degrees. And all you do is just drop the pin down, and it just kind of locks it in place there. So that's basically all it's doing. I'll try and run it in the straight position for now. Okay, so here's the plow. It's just me out here moving this thing around, so basically the gist is the rest in there, and then that side. Now it's in place. Okay, so that's how you're going to transport it. So I'm going to back out here and push some snow down the side of the barn. This is a Snowsport 7-foot utility plow. It's the heavy duty version. And what makes it heavy duty is this is a little bit beefier, and then it has these wings on it. So you can just get it in a straight version. Tape on the outside there. And then bring you along. So we're right at 7 feet here. So 7 foot wide. You can see it sticks out. Oh, there we go. a little bit wider than the vehicle, probably 6 to 8 inches, about even with the mirrors. So, but as you can kind of see here, this is the 1-inch rubber, and then this is the rubber cutting edge. Basically, all that happens here is when we get this thing set to plow, you take these D-rings, set it on the back side, take this out, take these pins out, and then drop this D-ring on the back side, and it'll sink down to the ground. Then we put these pins back, and the plow is just going to float. So it's just on its own weight, but it does do a pretty good job of moving snow. We'll still have a little bit to clean up with the skid loader, but I've got some plans to get that out later. So this is just to kind of clean the driveway kind of quick and dirty. So, all right. There's the amount of snow we're pushing. I would say that's probably about 6 feet out to, there we go, 6 feet from here back to the blade. You can see it's kind of scraping clean here. And here's the deal. So all I did was I took these D-rings that were resting up in here and lifted the plow over and dropped it on the back side to drop to the ground. And then you take these pins, and you can see right there, there's the little stopper. So you just turn that till it fits in the key, and then the bungee cord makes it so it can't come out. So that's how that works. Do it to both sides, and we're just going to push over to the snow pile there. All right, so there's the rig. Just pulled or pushed in a few, 4 or 5 times here. Kind of got this cleaned out. You can see how it kind of rides. It just drags behind, so you got to go kind of slow here, but it'll move quite a bit of material. So all it's doing is just resting on this back. Resting down here, and then it's wearing that bottom rubber. But you can see here, if I pick this up, it's one hand light. So, but that's ready. That's ready there now to push right on up the hill, and that's what we're going to do. So. I'll show you. All right, there we go. So there's kind of the pile of snow we moved. See how this works close up. I'm just gonna pull ahead a couple feet and then back up again. When this thing chatters, it is actually kind of digging down a little bit, so you might have heard that coming up the hill. It was actually kind of biting in a little bit. Just kind of depends on the terrain that you're on. So. So there's that little bit of chatter. Right there, you can kind of see how it bounced on the ground. And then you can see we didn't really pick up much snow, but exactly where it was chattering is where it picked up the snow. So I can kind of show you. There's snow to here, basically where my foot is. And on the back side, that's where that blade was chattering. So about 1.5 feet in, and then back here to about here is where we have snow collecting on the front of the blade. That's about where the chattering stops on the back side. So there you go. Well, that'll about wrap this up. I'm going to finish up the driveway, get the skid loader out, clean up these piles that we made, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. If you haven't already, please like and comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already, if this is something you guys are interested in, guys and gals. This is just another tool that I have laying around. I've been contemplating selling it, but it does have its moments where it is kind of handy. So ideally, when we got fresh foot of powder and it's 20 below the next morning, that's where this thing really comes in handy, especially with the open station on the skid loader. So stay tuned. We should have, hopefully we're done with snow videos for a while, but I think we're gonna get the case out one more time. Had a request to run the case in some really deep snow. So on the north side of the driveway down here at the end, there's some untouched where we've just been plowing to. And I think I'll measure that and crawl up there and see how much we sink in. Hopefully I won't get stuck, fingers crossed, but we'll give that 5-ton snowmobile one more go here, hopefully before everything melts. So anyhow, I appreciate you guys' time. Thanks a lot, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day around the yard.